Hello YouTube! Okay, so this is going to be a mechanical mod review. This is a mod that's actually for sale right now from Jeremy and Carla Ford. That's Copperhead Customs on Instagram. There should be a link here. That's Copperhead Customs once again, Copperhead_Customs. You can buy these actually directly from them if you talk to them on Instagram, or you can buy them from eBay, and their eBay is Moto, M-O-T-O-X 121. That should be there as well. But the mod looks like this. It is handmade. I think he makes them at home. Actually really very nice. It's full copper. So it gets a nice patina as you hold it and use it during the day. Fires up really nicely, really hard hitting mod. This one is a rare earth magnet version. He said he normally uses springs, but he's been doing a few with rare earth magnets, and this was one of the ones he made for me. So it's got a really low voltage drop, and the contacts are brass. Even though the Copperhead is made out of copper, the actual contacts are going to be brass. This is the generation 2. Let's give it a beat. Really nice mod. Nothing bad to say about it. It is handmade, so it's not gonna be perfect. You know, there are a few things with some of the holes. You know, but it's a handmade mod, so you know all of that is expected and well within its rights. But it vapes like a champ. He's had a few people win some cloud competitions recently with it. A lot more people are starting to actually use it and understand that it's a really good mod to use. And it's inexpensive, like really inexpensive. I think he sells them, I see a lot of times he's doing like specials where he sells it for like $40, but I think nowadays he sells it for like $50. Which is like, really, I mean, you can buy, this is an authentic Copperhead mod, handmade, or you can buy like a clone from China. You know, it's much better to get a mod that's gonna have a really low voltage drop, really easy to use, really nice to use. And everybody loves copper. So without further ado, we're going to look at some of these pieces up close and see what we're actually dealing with. Okay, so a little bit about the mod. Like I said, made out of all copper. Not actually sure what he makes all these pieces out of, but you should know that the tube is, this piece is all together. If I remove the addy, this is the Tobe addy, by the way, with a drip tip from Rainstorm Vapor, R-A-Y-N Storm Vapor. Okay, 510 is soldered to the actual top cap itself. Top cap doesn't come off. It has fit both the APO, which has a really short connection, and the Tobe, which has a really long connection. It fit them both really nicely, fired properly. So I think this is actually a really good contact. Aside from that, like I said, this is the magnet version. So you simply separate this. You have your button. This is actually a really old shotgun shell. He makes the buttons out of the shotgun shells, which I think is just awesome. So that's a really cool feature. There are magnets in here, rare earth magnets, and this particular model, like I said, he only uses springs, he said. But he's been experimenting with magnets, and people are really starting to respond to the way they work, and they like them. Excuse this not being polished, I've been using it all day. He vaped on it a little bit before he sent it to me. So, you know, I was just really excited to use it, so I didn't really get a good polish in before I did the video. But yeah, so there's magnets in there. There's magnets, a contact here. And then this piece is all copper. That contact is of course brass. One more look at the shotgun shell. Switch there. You put the washer and a magnet with the opposing ends. You put the washer and a magnet right on top of the battery. This is the actual tube here, so you can see straight down there. I don't know if you can see in there. The contact is way down at the bottom. This should fit any standard 18650 battery. Drilled these two here. These two holes here are drilled for dimples. They're actually dimples in this top cap. Oh. There are dimples in the top cap here and here, which lock into these holes so that you can fire it. So it's not like you don't have to twist it so it doesn't fire or anything. When I sit it on the base, it does not fire. It will not fire. You have to press it down. And when I really want it to not fire, I just put it on there and twist it over. The dimples will hold onto the metal and will not let it fire. So that's a really good feature in my opinion. And then these two holes here on either side are for air holes. Now what I think I'm going to do is just patina almost this entire thing, because this looks like this would have like a gorgeous patina. So I'm going to patina like everything and make life, I think. So what you do, take your battery. This is for the magnet version. You take your battery, slide it in there. You put the washer and the magnet there, and that's gonna stay on the battery. Place that in there. It should be pretty flush there. Take this, line the dimples up with the holes. It's gonna be opposing each other. Press in, and there you go. And it just sits like that, and that's the mod itself. So when you apply your addy and press, you get a fire. And that's pretty much the way the mod works. Hits really hard, low voltage drop, excellent mod, excellent mod. I love handmade things, I love things made in the US. So this is really, really, really a great mod in my opinion to add to any arsenal, especially with it being so inexpensive. If you're a cloud chaser, this is a really good mod for you. He has said that he wants to make them look better in the future, you can do a little bit more with them. So, you know, expect great things coming from this company. This is only the second version of a mod I think they've made. So, you know, and these are all handmade, like I said, by someone who really cares about the community. So I really suggest you get one, even if it's just to try it out. Like I said, I'm going to patina mine. If you polish it, it actually becomes really shiny. I just didn't want to polish this one. I know I'm going to patina it, so I don't really see a point in polishing it, because I'm just going to sand it all down and then use it that way. So yes, so that is that. Yes. Yep, okay. So that's what I want to do for the up close. Let's go back out, vape on it, and talk about it a little bit more. This is a around 0.15 ohm build, dual parallel, wrapped around a 7/64 drill bit, 24 gauge Canthal, pretty good. And these are the batteries I've been using all day. So as you can tell, it still does some pretty good work. Even when the battery isn't fresh. Love this mod. You've seen it in a few of these videos now because I've done some juice reviews with it in there. Wonderful. Like I said, sits flush. I believe I removed the build from this other Addy, but we'll see. That's some Dragon Slayer in the APO. I'm just showing you that it works even with a shorter .510 in there. No. Those 510s are very different sizes. The tube comes down quite a bit longer. and it still fires perfectly. So, you know, just a heads up to all of you people out there that are concerned about your stuff sitting flush, because I know I am. I like my stuff to sit flush. But yeah, so it's a great mod for all of that. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of it all over my page, and you're gonna be seeing a lot more of it in juice reviews and stuff like that, especially after the patina is done. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this mod. Not a lot of pieces, not hard to maintain, not hard to put together. It's very straightforward, cut and dry, works really well. And you know, things that work really well, they pretty much speak for themselves. So you know, I don't have to say a bunch of, you know, but if that, or maybe this, or whatever. The only problems that I foresee that some of you might have are some of the holes not being, like this hole here and that hole there, not being like sanded. But buy sandpaper, sand it down. There you go. It's really not a bad price for this at all, especially for a mod that you get that you know is gonna work, as opposed to a lot of these really cheap Chinese clones that a bunch of people get because they look nice, and they look really nice, and they're a crapshoot tube. You know, they don't do anything, have a really high voltage drop, you know, they break, you know. So this is a really good mod that's not gonna break. Really low voltage drop, handmade, made in the US. They're really nice people, so they're gonna, you know, they talk to you, you know, and they're really kind or whatever. And people have won cloud competitions with it. So, I mean, it's a really good mod, gaining even more popularity. So, you know, I recommend you try it out. Okay, so that is all for now. Be sure to support our funding efforts. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else you can possibly think of. Want to say thank you to all of you. We just passed 1,000 followers, finally. It took a while, but we finally made it. Oh, no. What did it take? A little over a month? It took a little over a month. Maybe about a month and a half. A month and 3/4. But made it to 1,000 followers, and I think we're just going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing. So thank you all for all of your support, all of your help. There will be products coming soon, so you can all buy them. You can get merchandise. You can all be wearing SUBOHMETRY shirts. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your help and support. We love you, Vape fam, and we wish you the best. And yeah, so like this motherfucking video, follow the motherfucking channel, and good night. Vape true, vape right, vape on.